Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rejects and Friends Rapid Fire 2026. Here we have, I believe, our last run of the day, and a very, very, very cool one if you haven't seen it, in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Rejects and Friends Rapid Fire 2026 benefits the Planned Parenthood Federation of America, as always, so feel free to press !donate in chat at any time to try to submit donations towards that. And we have a couple very cool prizes going on in terms of the Yu-Gi-Oh card art books, and aside from that, it's really just the poll for minis run tomorrow. But I'm phazontunic, and I'm gonna hand it over to School now to begin the run.
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is School, and today we've got the holy grail of RNG roulette that is Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. But before we start, I'll go ahead and let my couch introduce themselves.
Hi, hello. I am here for some RNG and card games. I am Star1X9. You can call me Star. And I am super excited to be here because who doesn't love some Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, and with that, I think we're ready to get started. So, we're going to count it down from 3, everybody. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. So, let's see. The first thing that I do want to let you guys know is that if I mess this up, we are going to be stuck here for 35 minutes. And I didn't mess it up, so that's really good. I just needed to focus literally for that one part because
that's Clyde.
Yeah, that dialogue with Simon right there at the beginning. If I select to duel Simon, then I trap myself in what we call Egypt 1, which essentially means that I have to duel every single duelist in this place, and there's a few of them. And it takes me about 35 or so minutes to get out, so that's like the most important dialogue option in the run, but now we can relax.
How often do you have to reset to that?
I've only messed that up twice in like the 1,000 attempts that I've done with this. So I'm pretty impressed with myself.
How bad I would do.
Yeah, it's I tend to just mash through that, but just because I'm spending so much time yapping instead of focusing in, I decided to let the text box kind of go just a little bit slower.
We get the story. We know what's happening here. I've seen this run several times. There's surely a plot happening.
There is sort of the plot is happening right now. I'll tell you a little bit about it as we go into this first and only scripted loss. So essentially what's happening right now is we missed this at the beginning, but Haishin went down to like the pyramid basement and found a wall, and it was really funny to him, and then the game just started. And then after he found the funny wall, the prince, which is me, Atem, went back to the palace, and we were greeted with Simon, who was the dialogue option that I had to make sure I didn't mess up. And Simon basically said, yo, you need to go to bed, dude. It's time for bed. But the prince ran away so that he could go hang out with his friends. And now we found out as we got back home that Haishin is trying to overthrow my government and trying to take over Egypt. And he also, that wall that he found is the wall that told him there's like a spirit dude that he can summon to help him take over the world. So he's on a quest to do that and use the Millennium items to unleash that person.
Okay, so he has his own Yami Yugi going on with another spirit, and it sounds like this is before the Pharaoh's the Pharaoh. This is canon, right?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think this game actually has no idea what it is because the rules for the OCG and Yu-Gi-Oh came out in Japan in like February of 1999, I believe. This game came out in December of 1999, and like in I think it's 2002 for us, something like that.
The manga had been running for a while.
Yeah, it
And
had
this isn't
been.
this is based off of like proper Yu-Gi-Oh and not like the cool Yu-Gi-Oh that wants to like torture people,
Yes, I will
right?
definitely tell you that watching cool Yu-Gi-Oh, um let's see, let's do a little bit of this. Watching cool Yu-Gi-Oh, I remember thinking to myself, this is awesome. But then I played this game and I was like, what even is this? And if you had read the description of the run that I provided to Raph, I said something along the lines of like, forget everything you knew about Yu-Gi-Oh, and that is so true. You don't need to know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh to understand this game. Um, I guess if you wanted to understand the plot a little bit more, it would be. No, it's still irrelevant. Actually, now that I'm thinking
Yeah,
about
no,
it,
it's this is just pure
it's
vibes.
just
We've
its
just
own
thrown out.
thing.
We don't need polymorph is the thing I'm getting first because you just kind of fuse in your hand, and then white there's no sac or there's no tribute summons. I assume, right?
There are not.
I
So
should I should be more prepared for this, but I'm here anyways.
no. So there are so many things. We have so much time to talk about all the intricacies of this game. That's why we're not diving straight into it because you're just going to see it throughout the run. And maybe some of you who maybe you've thought about running this game before, I don't know, or even just playing it, like attempting to play it. It is brutal, brutal, brutal at the end, but I think it makes it so much worth it when you finally beat it for the first time. And this is really the best strategy to do it. So the goal that I have is for me to get a bunch of like very specific cards in my deck, mostly dragons and thunders, you'll see, because we will have the opportunity to fuse twin-headed thunder dragon, which is a very easy fusion to make with few resources essentially. And there
We ride
are
that for like quite a bit.
I'm sorry.
We ride that card for like quite a bit of the run, right?
Oh yeah. You'll see it plenty. Maybe not right this second, but it'll definitely show up. So if you want to see it right away, don't worry. We have a couple of hours to see only
I,
that
I
card.
will I will say to chat, lock in, like this is while I'm a massive Yu-Gi-Oh fan, this is also just like one of the best speed games to watch. Just because of I don't want to say like the
Truing.
randomness purely, but like there's so much that's going on. It goes so quickly. And you never quite know what's about to happen. So also I don't know how you can watch this and not be impressed with what school is doing.
It's a
Having
lot
all
of
this in your head is mind-blowing.
it has a lot to do with just being familiar with the game, and maybe some of you have played this game when you were a kid and you did accidentally some of the things that I'm doing. Maybe you accidentally fused this monster that I have on the field right now that I had a major crush on, by the way. Who's on the field? Mystical Sand right now. Yeah, I had a lot of good times fusing that card and this one. So we could talk a little bit about how fusions work in this game. It's a little convoluted, but it makes sense. So Mystical Sand is a rock type female monster. And in order for me to fuse her, I need a female card and I need a rock. So I need more women in my deck. So if I get more women, then we can have big number. And big number is good. It's like this is like Yu-Gi-Oh! Balatro to me, to be honest, because the cards just don't really do what you think they do. If you're familiar with maybe like
Actual Yu-Gi-Oh,
yeah.
or you do the problem I do of like playing every Yu-Gi-Oh game where like 99% of them ignore the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But we're moving, so I quickly level setting, right? So we're in the middle of the world tournament, right? There's kind of like two acts to this game, right? There's like we're in the present day. There's the world tournament, and then we're gonna go back to ancient Egypt to beat up Haishen, I assume. So we're already this is 3 battles into the world tournament.
yeah, I think we're already on
and
my.
Yes, I was trying to pay attention.
We are
But
schmovin'.
the one thing I did want to call out, so first of all, we are using a 15 card mod that allows it so whenever there is a battle, there's, I'm assuming, exactly 15 cards dropped
Bang!
because the original is one.
Sorry.
No, you're
Ow.
fine. So this makes like the actual deck builds as we go throughout, as we were kind of building towards that final deck. It basically saves a ton of time. And I feel like this is the format like everybody has agreed on for I don't know how long. I don't know if I've ever seen not 15 card. I've seen maybe 5 card, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
just to kind of cut out the grind as we're searching for cards for our deck. And then the other thing is that you kind of pre-built a deck to get rid
did.
of our opening grind. So just quickly, actually, are you gonna do any free duels?
Oh my god.
Or is it, or
We're
okay?
gonna
So
do
I'm
so
assuming
many.
yeah. Okay. So, anyways, normally the run starts with a quick grind in free duels. So free duels just allows us to battle, and then when you win, you get our 15 cards drop that we modded in. And normally we kind of kick things off before we even get into the world tournament with kind of building out that kind of like baseline deck that we're looking for to be viable. And so we just kind of fast forwarded over that bit. So you missed us fighting ourselves, I think, right? Because isn't like Duel Master K just your deck?
Yeah, Duel Master K is just a clone of your deck, and we really just, as Star was explaining, we really just duel them to improve our deck. But otherwise, if we don't like what we see, we pretty much just reset and reset and reset for hours until we get some pretty specific things, including.
'Cause I see you have like a Raigeki already.
Yeah, we've got dragons, we've got thunders, and then I purposefully had. Who is this? Oh, this is Keith, the cheater. This is a little scary.
We're in America.
We are in America, and he thinks that I can't beat him, but the reason that he thinks that is because he's a dirty cheater, if you are familiar with the anime, and he does cheat here as well. His strongest card is Zoa, which is a 2600 attack point monster, and that's not it. Thank goodness. I thought that was. I was really, really worried for a second there, but we're okay. Yeah, so we have Dragons and Thunders, but the last 3 cards of my deck editor are really the ones that matter the most to me personally, and that would be your removal card. Your removal card is going to either be Raigeki or Dark Hole. In my case, I prefer having Raigeki. Oh my goodness.
Rather than wiping your side of the field as well. So the
Right,
difference
of
between those
course.
2 cards, Raigeki destroys your opponent's side of the field, and Dark Hole removes everything.
It does remove everything, and I just don't want to have anything to do with that.
Yeah, I was like, this is obviously like well before a bunch of cards got banned too, because like I feel like Dark Hole is one of those cards that got banned like very quickly.
Oh yeah, Dark Hole got big nerf because of it was just too strong. Okay.
And I want to throw it out there quickly. So one of the main reasons I'm here is because I love Yu-Gi-Oh, but I also know that we're here raising money for charity. So I want to hear about everyone's favorite Yu-Gi-Oh moment or episode or arc or what have you. And I would love our fine host to tell me about that via donations. So if folks could write in and tell me their favorite Yu-Gi-Oh moments, I would vastly appreciate that. And that can include Yu-Gi-Oh Abridged.
Yes, please.
I can't make bird noises, but like I can do impressions of like several characters. So I don't know, like maybe if we throw something in a donation comments, I could see if I can get a certain character voice. So
Yeah, I would
I'm
love
putting the
that.
luck on the draw on you. Like if you donate and say a specific voice, if I can do that one, I will give you a shot.
Yeah, and we have this cutscene that's happening, and then we have a pretty uninspiring duel that's happening at the moment because I don't know how this is the semifinals. I have no idea how Shoddy got here because his deck is so
Shouty's here to
bad.
like, he's here to lore dump and not actually duel.
Yeah, yeah, he's
It's
not
like, hey,
really.
I'm here to talk to you, and I somehow got to the semifinals here.
Shoddy is here to end for us. So if our lovely host has any messages that they have lined up, then this would be an awesome time to go over them.
Yeah, actually, it sounds like a great time for me to lore dump to y'all about the amazing cause that we're raising money for today, which
Please
is
do.
actually the Planned Parenthood Federation of America. In Planned Parenthood, we. Oh, I am a little okay. I'm lost with too many tabs open here, but
All good.
what we do know is that the Planned Parenthood Federation states that your health is our highest priority, and we believe your body is your own. And this mission not only affects many members of our RAF community, but so many women and even men and non-binary people throughout the country that have access to affordable, safe care and a safe place to go to get that care. And it's a cause that I know myself and a lot of us really feel very passionate about. So if you are also passionate about helping women and just people all over, it's a great cause to donate for. But actually, speaking of women, we actually have a donation in that is related to that from one Sylvie Close, who says, "Today, Chelsea will save Egypt with women."
We're gonna try
Thank
to.
you, Sylvie.
I mean, I feel like if there was more women in the show, stuff would actually get done.
Oh my god. Truth nuke. You're so right.
I'm
So
just saying, like we can't count on like Joey or I mean, I was gonna
monsters.
say like Seto, but you know,
Yeah.
Yugi. Joey's so funny.
I'm not giving away my impressions for free.
No, not for free. Never. You gotta send in the donos for that.
I
So
Fair
I see
enough.
that guy's hair and I'm immediately like, oh, I have things to say. Anyways, Bakura's evil now.
Bakura is evil now. The Millennium Ring made him
I love
that
that his
way.
hair gets evil.
Yeah, he puffs up like a cat. That's what that reminds me of. But there are specific ranks that I'm looking for whenever I am finishing out a duel. So you'll see me maybe
You want me
get
to?
some
I was
S's
gonna say,
and
you want me to talk
yeah,
about
that would
some
be
of that?
that would
You
be
can lock
awesome.
in
If
for
you
a
would,
minute?
that would be great.
Yeah. So one of the main things that we're going to be doing throughout these duels, right? As we're trying to get specific drops to build our deck, there are specific ranks that are correlated to the duels itself. So you have the ranks like I'm assuming D, C, B, A, and S. And then you also have either a power or technique win. And then the significance of this is this kind of determines like the pool of cards that we will be pulling from for the drops after the battles. So what school has done while routing this is determining like which duels that need to be won with a certain rank and a certain type. So like a B power or an A tech, which there will be a large segment of doing A techs, and I can talk about that later. But the idea here is just making sure that as we go through this, we efficiently defeat the opponent with the specific rank we're looking for to ensure that we're going to get the right pool of drops to pull from.
That's exactly right. Thank you for explaining all of that. So
You're doing the hard part, so I'm trying to like take some of that off of you.
yeah, the thinking about the numbers, the math can be a lot sometimes. Right now it's pretty chill because the my opponents are not playing their usual boss monsters, so we've already ran right past Bakura. Awesome. We have Pegasus next, who I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a campaign ATEC on him, but that's okay. We'll have plenty of time to talk about ATECs when we get there. But for now, Star, do you want to do a little bit of explanations on the thing I think is the most confusing to everybody, which is the guardian signs?
Yes. So you're gonna have to help me with this one too, but I will get
That's
it.
fine.
I will get it started. So, along with the fusion technique being kind of not how usual Yu-Gi-Oh works, we also have the notion of these guardian signs. So when the cards are being played, school has the option to choose like one of two guardian signs, and that's basically like saying an element out of Pokemon, or the elements that the cards have themselves that we appear to not be using. But for instance, you have like Mars, which is fire, right? And then who's grass? Jupiter grass. I know
Yes.
Neptune is water. But yeah, that's basically when you're thinking about the cards themselves, you have their inherent stats, and then you also have the type matchup for their guardian signs. So just think of like super effective and like a Pokemon where we want to make sure that we're attacking the correct sign, and it's specifically one or the other for each card. And so since school knows what what each opponent is kind of throwing out or is most likely to throw out, we then kind of make sure that we are playing cards with that in mind. So when you see that like initial placement of a card, it's hard to see because like school goes like immediately and buttons through it, but there is like two options shown on screen briefly, and that is the selection that school's making of which guardian sign. So when that twin-headed thunder dragon went into play, school was choosing which guardian sign you use there, and that's just an additional bonus that, for instance, if we were going to normally have a tie in our power, and this gives us that edge.
That's exactly right. So because I am so familiar with every opponent's deck, I'm able to kind of guess, even if the card is face down, what that card is probably going to be. So like this one is Jupiter. I actually don't know what that is, but I think it's just going to be super weak because I don't know what it is. So we'll see what that is right now.
I'm gonna guess Jupiter is grass because it's weak to Mars and Mars is fire.
Monster Tamer. Yeah, you'll start to notice patterns of like cards having fire on them and being Mars. Awesome. I think we're about to wrap this one up also pretty quickly. Pegasus gave us kind of an easy mode. He didn't play his usual like normal powered cards. There's like not necessarily actual levels to what everybody does, but there's like a typical
Just whether or not the AI is gonna play nice or not.
Yeah, so I think I wrote a little bit about like how the duelists
Yeah.
will have like a power level kind of where they start at, if you wanted to talk a little bit
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, I can talk about that a little bit. So, what's thrown out is, what school was already talking about, like hard mode versus easy mode, and that's just basically how the AI is going to start out. So the example here is that, for example, Pegasus usually starts with the curry box. If you're unlucky, you would start with Meteor Black Dragon, which you don't want to see. So starting out. So the fact that we did not see that Meteor Black Dragon is how we know that's a little bit of an easy mode, and that's just a card that I'm trying to remember the attack power. Is that 30?
That one's 30. It's 3,500. It's huge.
3,500. Yeah. So like trying to get up and over that is very, very difficult. So compared to a Bakuri box, which I don't even know because that's not even one I consider. It's like what, like a 1450, something like that.
Bakuri box is a 2,300, so the power level of that is like, yeah, I basically have to make a twin-headed right out of the gate, but I wasn't able to that particular time, so I was actually sweating just a little bit, but thankfully,
You made it look easy.
Thankfully, yeah, we were able to kind of get out of that, and there's other mechanics with Pegasus that are pretty scary, including, but not limited to, if Pegasus has more than one monster on the field. Like if you leave a monster on the field for Pegasus, he has almost always the option to Raigeki you and basically just wipe your board, and we obviously do not want that. All right, it looks like for this duel here, Isis is doing her usual stuff that she likes to do. I'm going to be hoping for a BCD rank, again, as Star talked about, because we're looking for a specific pool of cards. And I'm really looking for lots of dragons, but she also has the best trap card in the game, called Widespread Ruin. I'm really hoping I see that, but I have, like, insanely, notoriously bad luck in this game, so I can't remember exactly what the drop rate is. Anyone who's an FM runner, feel free to drop that in the chat. As a reminder to me as well, but the drop chance is low. But it's not that low to where you would need to duel 20 times to try to find it out of, again, we're getting rewarded 15 cards per every duel, right? So, yeah, I just had bad luck. But today, I was actually telling my chat yesterday as we were doing some practice runs of this, I think I used up a lot of my luck when I was doing my practice runs over the last 2 days, just because I hit like an insanely awesome time that better than my PB by a long shot. So far so good. I don't want to jinx it, but I don't really believe in jinxing.
So that
also.
was a new PB?
It would be.
That time you got?
It would be if I had been like actually resetting my. So it's not a true PB, but it just went a lot better than I thought it was going to, and I mean I wish that was my PB.
I just remember, like, I don't know which event it was, but I literally like PB'd in my practice run before, and then proceeded to get my worst time ever in the marathon. So, you never know.
Yeah, I mean
You
I've
never know.
had absolutely. You don't know with card games. You know, you're at the mercy of the AI, and
Also, I love Kaiba's suit in this.
mhm.
Like, it's so good.
Yes, it is. Just checking to see what I can add to my deck to make it a little bit better. I'm gonna add a woman. This is a woman. She's a mermaid. I didn't know that based off of the name Ice Water, but it is.
You know,
Is it ever more optimal to not attack with a low attack point monster because it's just too low? I might do that sometimes. Just because I'm trying to lower my life points for a specific rank, but you won't
We'll
catch
get
me
there.
doing that too many times.
there's not any time where you're like baiting out an attack by doing that, right? You're usually just gonna leave something in like defense.
There are definitely times where, like, especially at the end for the final 7, the gauntlet of just the best cards in the game. Please. Please, no. Oh, no. Okay. Alright, I'm a
So
little
yeah, that's our
scared.
friend Acid Trap Hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I'm thinking
was it-
now. I'm thinking a little harder now. That's a little scary. So, the card that's face down on the field right now is in Uranus, and I'm pretty sure that it is Millennium Shield. He played. Is that another one? All right. Yeah, remember how I talked about my luck and it being bad? But I mean, it's probably, yeah, it's okay actually. We're good. We're too good.
I thought there was only supposed to be 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons in existence.
He
Well,
probably
4,
is
but, you know,
cheating and
Shadow
has like
does.
a. He probably is cheating and has 4 of them. So I have 2,900 attack points right now, but Blue Eyes White Dragon is in the Guardian sign Sun, and because we know about our Guardian signs, I know that Mercury beats Sun. So all I needed to do is place it and use that equip, and we are saved. But we're not quite out of the woods yet. I
Okay,
still
so Sun
need
and
to.
Moon are not opposites.
I don't like using Pluto, which is thunder, is better than Neptune, which is water. You know, is like that's easy. I don't know what to say about Sun and Moon and like Venus and all that stuff. That's a magic card. I can tell that this is a magic card because when Kaiba's turn ends, that card kind of fades in the background to black. Oh my gosh. He played all 3 copies of Blue Eyes. That's insane. Okay, he just doesn't like me. So I'm hoping the bad luck really just stays here and It doesn't follow me to.
He's not gonna do Blue Eyes Ultimate in this duel, right? That's only later.
Yes, we are probably gonna see some Blue Eyes Ultimate later, but it's okay. We are prepared for that if that happens. But we were able to beat
Oh, you pulled it
Kaiba.
out though.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, we did. That was pretty scary, but luckily, I just kind of on a whim because literally just because I like the card, I put Time Wizard in my deck. Um,
Who
and
doesn't love Time Wizard?
I know, and Time Wizard helps me make Thousand
Your baby
Dragon.
dragon.
Yeah, from
Exactly.
exactly. So, I just know that in my back pocket that it could be useful for if Kaiba plays Blue Eyes. I haven't seen it in a minute, but I saw 3 of them just now, so it was worth it.
Anyway, we're in Yugi's mind palace now.
Yeah, with the infinite amount of stairs, and now we are back in Egypt. We have a couple of things to do before we actually jump back into a duel. So, again, if our lovely host has anything to share, this would be a really good time to do it.
Yeah, this is a perfect time to talk about the bullet journals, which are a journal, a very beautiful, I believe, leather bound, it looks like, notebook that contains 40 Yu-Gi-Oh cards that were generously donated by a shop
Wow.
and put together by the amazing Liz the Wizard. If you press exclamation point schedule, as Variety has just done in chat, you can go look in the schedule program and see some pictures of these bullet journals, but of course it does not show all of the cards inside. But I believe that it's like 4 or 5 booster packs worth of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so I'm sure there's something decent in there. And if you play the TCG game, what a great time to donate. It's $15 to check that incentive, so make sure that you do click the box that signifies that you want to check the bullet journal incentive as putting your donation towards that. And I know I'm going to put one in. I would highly recommend it. But speaking of that, Star mentioned something earlier about people's favorite things in Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Yes.
And so we have a lovely $25 donation from the amazing Bugbirder, who you just saw host previously, who says, "To be honest, the entire first season of Yu-Gi-Oh is my favorite moment, but if I had to pick one, it would be the first duel when Yugi plays Exodia."
Oh my god. I know the
Thank you,
entire
Birder.
script of that duel. Like, I could say it all right
My
now.
grandfather's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba.
Oh my god. Oh, wait, sorry. You just like made me so excited doing all of that. Okay. So
Glad I could help.
as of this moment, we are on a split that I like to call the meme soldier. We call him the meme soldier because after all of the stuff that we just did at the world tournament, the power level of this guy is just like it's pretty low compared to everybody else. So, yeah, I have
Yeah, we
no
just had 3
Oh.
Blue Eyes.
Okay, all right. So we got hard mode from Kaiba, and we're getting hard mode from the meme soldier as well. That was his most powerful card, Jiraigumo, which is a 2200 attack monster. And if you're familiar with just Yu-Gi-Oh, in general, then you know that it's got some kind of it's a level 4, so you can just summon it. It can just come out. But it's got a pretty hefty effect that kind of disallows you from attacking with it, which I can't remember exactly the wording of it, but it's something along the lines of like pay half of your life points, maybe. I don't remember. Someone can verify, but at this moment, I could have won the duel, but I chose not to because I needed to wait for my deck to be below just 27 cards left. You can see it above my life points when it comes back. There you go. It's 24 cards left. So I can just guarantee that I get a B rank from this guy. We're hoping to get Dark Energy, and I might see it, and I saw it. Maybe you saw it too. If you saw it, then you should probably
I don't know
win
how
this game.
you can see that.
Like, this game is like watching a Final Fantasy run. You're like menuing like a human god, just like
That is so sweet.
Hey,
Thank you.
in in the old game was like menus versus parkour. This is like peak menus right here.
It
And as a menus
is.
runner myself, I love me some good menus.
I do as well. I'm down for the menu slop, you know. Okay. I'm just gonna make a couple adjustments to my deck. I'm gonna start
What are you
A-teching
specifically
now. Sorry?
what are you looking for specifically at this point, right? Are
Yeah,
we
so
trying to build towards
we're trying
what?
to make as many fusions as possible. I'm gonna maybe get rid of Umi. I'm trying to make
Are we
as
about the A-Tech?
we are about to A-tech, so this is the part where I have to really make sure I've got dragon spellcasters, thunders, and waters in my deck so that I can do all of this properly. Let me see, I have 2 dragon treasure. I don't think I need 2. I don't think I need another equip. I'll just put in another dragon. So that's the biggest thing, is just for me to get as many equips and traps in so that I don't have to wait until the very end. That makes me really nervous, but oh my gosh, we are now here in the Atex. I'm just trying to figure out how I want
So
to do
is it time for me
this.
to explain A-Techs? Because as someone that has watched a whole lot of this game, I'm very thankful for the fact that you wrote down the
Exactly how they
requirements
work.
for an A-Tech.
Yeah, there are actually several methods of how you can perform them, but Star is going to take some time to explain like exactly how I am doing this right now. So take it away.
Yeah, school's gonna lock in, and you'll see why. So at this point, school's talking about it, right? We are trying to kind of fill out the deck as we get ready for the back half of this run. And so again, you saw the different ranks that we were doing, and I mentioned that like tech or technical or technique is one of the like ranks you can get. So specifically an A tech. So to accomplish this, our life points are going to be at 7,000 or lower. There are going to be 3 or less cards in your deck at the end of the duel. You will have to complete 15 fusions, use a magic card, and a trap card, and then 4 effective attacks. Which I'm trying to remember effective. Is that just meaning that like you are dealing damage on the attack?
Oh Lord. Sorry, we are in a pickle now. That is crazy.
Who
Okay.
free duel? Is this Pegasus or?
Sorry, 10. 11. Yes. That's so funny. Okay.
12
well,
and equip.
All right. So, sorry. That doesn't this. Do we have a button? A button for this? A button of this? This doesn't happen. I mean, it does happen, but it doesn't happen often. What is this?
I was about to say this. I assume has happened before, but
This
I
has
will.
happened. This has happened. Okay, so I think here's what we're trying to do now. When I throw away all the cards in my hand, I will automatically get I'll draw until I have 5 cards again. So I'm trying to cycle through my deck right now desperately to try to find a Raigeki to get rid of that MBD, the Meteor Black Dragon, but it's not coming. So, and I cannot get rid of this trap because if I'm successfully, oh god.
Yeah, because you still
12,
need to use
13.
the trap in order as one of the.
Yeah,
still there's as one of the requirements for the A Tech
I think.
rating.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna lose here, but that's probably fine. I only have 13 cards left in my deck, so I'm assuming I'll see it, but it didn't show up again. That's okay. I'm not actually worried about it. A free duel isn't going to cause us a game over, so all I have to do is I just need to try again. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to try my best.
And I'm here to sing and dance in front of the chat in case you need to lock in even more. But again, going over all of that, you could see why school needs to lock in, because counting out the like 15 fusions and all the various requirements, the 3 cards or less is the thing that just makes my heart race just reading it. As someone that gets scared of decking out in other card games. And if you're wondering why I don't run this, this is the thing that scares me, is trying to reliably A-tech to get everything you need for your deck. So,
Bang! I lost. But I did that on purpose.
Dang it.
Aw, dang it.
Aw,
But
dang
I lost on purpose quickly. I purposefully put out a small little dumb idiot so that I could swing. I wanted to swing directly into something to what is this? What is that, man? I wanted to
Zombie
swing
dragon?
directly into it to end the duel and make myself lose, but I opted to not do that just because Pegasus had like 3 cards in his back row, and he runs a card called Invisible Wire and Fake Trap. And Fake Trap will just kind of, this is awesome, will just stop an attack from any attacking monster. It doesn't destroy them, it just kind of halts you. So I didn't want to risk it and waste time attacking if it was just going to lead to me getting stopped. But as of right this second, things are looking normal again.
Of course, the next duel you get the Raigeki on the first hand.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? Okay.
I mean, now we're ready.
Poetic.
I'm gonna assume I have 3. Alright, so literally as we are doing this, Star had mentioned
Yes,
all
you're
of
at 3.
the requirements. Thank you. Had mentioned all the requirements for the things that I need to do. I have a physical journal. If I was on camera today, I would show it to you, but like literally right before I started, I was getting ready for this run, I had a nosebleed, and I was like, well, I don't want people to see me with like a tissue in my nose, so I'm just gonna do this thing that I do sometimes. But
It's okay, I never show my face on streams, so you're good.
5, 6. That's 6 fusions out of the 15. So, I'll say this a lot on stream, how, like, when I am physically writing all of the requirements down in my journal, that I'm also speaking it out loud. Not just, like, honestly, it's not just for the chat to understand what's going on. It's also for me to keep track of what's happening, because there's just so much. And I don't know if anyone keeps track of this stuff purely in their heads, but if you do, that's crazy.
I'd be scared of that.
7 and 8.
Yep.
And then we're going to purposely toss. We're purposely tossing cards and leaving out weak ones because I want for Pegasus to attack me because of that 7,000. We need to be underneath 7,000 life points. As well as I need to bait out attacks to get
Effective
effectives. Right. And you had said just a little bit ago, right? You were like, what are those again? 9, 10, 11. That's 11 fusions out of 15. So effective attacks, really easy. Just a fancy word for it means that I need to swing into Pegasus's attack mode monsters. That's all it really is.
Okay.
So we've got 1 effective attack out of the 4, and I'm dwindling down my life points, and my life points should be good now, so I'm not worried about that anymore.
You're good, yeah.
Yeah, and I've got my equips, but I don't have a dragon. This is kind of a nasty hand, so I don't like this. I'll just put it on you.
And your equip does not count as one of your magic cards, right?
It doesn't. It has to be a pure magic card, like a field spell or Raigeki. And my only...
I find it funny because I wouldn't think a field card would be pure magic, but I know what you mean.
I know, right? I was really confused. I think doing Atex was really confusing to me for a time. Okay, we're reaching the end of this. 12, 13. I think that's 13. Okay. We're gonna have 5 cards left in our deck after this, so I have to kind of chill just a little bit, because I think I'm not good on my fusions just yet.
Yeah,
And
you just said 13, and that's also where my count was following along with you.
That's good.
So the other thing school is doing is, burning out their deck by throwing out stuff that isn't going to fuse. So you see the cards like knocking each other out, essentially.
Mhm.
Um,
It's
and so again,
14.
since we're trying to get to 3 cards remaining, this just cycles the deck quickly, similar to when she was looking for that Raigeki earlier, of just throwing out cards. Because in this game, you're specifically drawing back up to your hand of 5, rather than your typical like draw 1. So it's just a quick
Yes.
way to cycle through the deck. But then you could burn out your deck, and you're at 3 cards exactly right now, and then you need 1 more fusion.
I am just thinking because I thought Pegasus would do this. He did exactly the thing I thought he was going to do, where I have all these weak monsters out here to bait out an attack because I still need one more effective before we can actually call this an A-Tech. But he is, okay, that's good. He placed, he has a couple of cards that are in defense mode, just bigger than his attack. So like he had Toon Alligator a second ago. Toon Alligator has, I think, 800 attack and 1600 defense. So it's pretty small. And obviously he can't attack with that. Your opponent's only going to attack if they're sure on their end that they can actually beat you. There is an instance where that is not the case. And if we get there and we have the unalive glitch, then I'm happy to
There's your
explain that.
A-Tech.
Oh my goodness gracious. This is really awesome. Like, this is awesome. I say this a lot. Like, I've been saying, I don't know where that came from, but I've been saying that a lot. I just got 2 Megamorphs, and
Nice.
that's great. I am really only itching for... let me see,
Widespread
what do we
now?
got? I want widespread. 1, 2, 3. I also want more bright castles, but we're in a really good spot right now. So I'm going to do... I think at the most we're going to do maybe 3 A-Techs. Just because they do take several minutes at a time for me to complete. So I'm going to start counting again. We got 1 fusion, and then
Yeah.
2, and then
So
3.
Phazon, if you want to go ahead while school locks in, I already talked my bit on A-Tech, so
I
by
can
all
always
Sure,
talk
sure,
more,
sure.
but yes, Phazon, please.
Yeah, well, I can definitely mention that if you are enjoying Rejects and Friends Rapid Fire 2026 today, don't think this is the end, because not only do we have probably a couple more hours of this run left, but we also have a whole day of runs tomorrow and Sunday. So definitely tune back in. One of those runs, which is happening tomorrow morning, is the A Link Between Worlds 100% run by the amazingly talented Mini 352. And I bring this up because there's actually a donation incentive open right now. It is a poll to choose a dungeon, as far as I'm understanding. Yeah, okay, so it would be an IL showcase. And it would be either for the Swamp Palace, Ice Ruins, or the Desert Palace are the 3 options. So far, we have Swamp Palace sweeping with $25. Next up, we have Ice Ruins with only $5, and nobody has donated to see the Desert Palace showcase tomorrow.
What?
So if you do want to see this amazing 100% IL showcase of these fun 2D, 3D dungeons, A Link Between Worlds is such a cool game, and it's always fun to see Mini speedrun it. He's so amazingly talented at that game. But so yeah, get your donations in and make sure to check the poll as one of your options before you check out, so that your donation goes towards it. I think it might either be a $5 minimum, or there might be no minimum for it. But yeah, that's definitely something to keep in mind when you're donating here today. Oh, and
I think with
also
Multiply there is no minimum, if I remember correctly.
for the poll, wonderful.
A
And
poll is always just something you can select.
I do also want to mention really quickly that we have a $5 donation in from MZ, who says, "Let's Yugi go." Let's Yugi go indeed. Somebody needs to make that emote, like where it's like Yugi's face with a giant mouth or something.
My goat, Miss MZ, thank you. I would really love, I mean this, I genuinely mean this, I would love to hear people sending in their favorite quotes from Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, because I have like several in my head right now. I don't know if I can say them on stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say some of my go-tos like,
Yeah, I'm gonna make your job a little hard and see if you can determine which ones are appropriate to say. But I have my favorites. I don't think I can say them, but it's making me
mean,
smile.
we already saw the announcer, and every time I see the announcer, I can't see him and not do the attention duelists.
Attention, duelists. My hair gives me super strength.
My hair is telling me it's time for us to start this competition.
Yeah, we like to have fun around here, so if you wouldn't mind sending in some, we got like a $5 dono train, that would be awesome. So what I'm doing right now while I'm waiting for you guys to get those in is I'm trying to bait out those effective attacks, but Pegasus is just putting out his small little dumb baby monsters, and I just can't get anything going. Oh, he did it, but okay. He put out another dumb baby monster, but
They're toons, they're not babies, they're toons. Pegasus is just filled with childlike glee and murder.
He's not even following like his own rules. He needs to put out Toon World. Everybody knows this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then steal all of your cards.
That is...
I've always loved that. I had a Toon World deck at one point in my childhood.
Did you?
I will throw out because I want more folks so we have the poll. So y'all could write in with your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh moment and then also select the poll. It sounds like we're rooting for Desert right now because we love a comeback story.
I love
but
the
I would love
swamp.
to see. I'm trying to remember if I like Swamp Palace from Link Between Worlds. But anyways, it's a perfect opportunity for us to yap more about Yu-Gi-Oh! And read out your donations, talk about your favorite bits, and
Nice.
I mean, give to charity, and then also, get that bid war moving. But I was gonna say one of my favorites is the Pegasus duel, where Yugi and the Pharaoh do the mind shuffle. Like that is like my go-to. Like that is the epitome of Heart of the Cards right there.
My favorite is I really unironically liked season 4 of Yu-Gi-Oh, where it was like I can't remember the exact name of it. It's like the Call of the Dragons or something. I thought that was hilarious, that arc.
Is that the Atlantis people
It's
or not?
I think his name is Darts. Is the name of the bad guy, and in the abridged version his hair changes color like every frame that you see him. Oh, this is awesome. So we get a big stroke of the worst luck that you can possibly have. I'm gonna try baiting an attack, but Pegasus has a card called Harpy's Feather Duster that he is not using, so I think I'm actually safe, believe it or not.
Okay, yeah, season 4 is indeed where I drop out.
Nice.
Because that is where our fun friends from Atlantis or whatever come from.
This is not.
They have like the orichalcum or whatever, and everything gets all wonky.
Orichalcos, that's right. Mm-hmm.
It's like the Majin Buu saga, but of Yu-Gi-Oh. Because everyone like sells out for those cards and turns evil and gets the little green symbol on their forehead.
Yes, I think it was also the progression of my and Joey's relationship. And at the time, like as a kid, I was rooting for that. I needed that to happen.
Not Tristan and Joey's sister.
Tristan. No! What do you mean? Oh. Okay, so that's one of the things that we talked about that Pegasus can do. And because I thought that was going to happen, I put down a trap. So I'm safe. It's just like why are you doing that to me, man? All right, let's see. So I'm at 4 fusions, 5, and then 6, 7.
I'm doing the hand motion for you.
Thank you.
I don't think we've ever had so many 6/7s mentioned in one raft before. This is definitely a first. And in that spirit of firsts, this is also the first time that some of our art prizes have contained actual Yu-Gi-Oh cards in them. So this incentive for the Yu-Gi-Oh card bullet journals is only open during this run. So make sure you're getting your donos in towards that, because it is 40 cards and a really nice leather bound journal. I don't think you want to miss this one.
Oh, nice.
You don't. I don't want to miss it.
And I believe that's on the schedule, so if folks hit the schedule, you'll be able to see that. So we get the full event schedule, but then you can also scroll down and see like all the various incentives. Is there like a minimum donation or a minimum
Yes,
bid
the
for
minimum
that?
donation for the bullet journal is $15, if I'm reading correctly. But that is more than worth it given the amount of cards in it, the quality of how beautiful these journals are. And I know when I saw the pictures, there's at least one hollow, pretty decent card in there, right? So who knows? You know, it might be something that you're looking for your deck. Um, always a good time to find out, right?
Yes, I would donate during this time if I could. If I could. Well, wait. Maybe I could. Like one hand controller.
You're
other
a
hand
you're
phone.
a-teching. You're a-teching while one-handed a-teching while donating is quite a mood.
It is. Let's see, 13, 14, and then we'll have not 15, but that's okay. I'll be able to get. So, while everyone has been speaking and having a good time, my head is just crunching the numbers. I'm crunching the numbers right now, and we're doing pretty good. We've got 2 more effective attacks, and I'm not going to have a problem getting that at this rate. And then I also need to use a lot of my... We used our traps at the beginning. I haven't seen my equip yet, so that's a little scary. 5. We'll just do this, maybe. I need 1 more fusion, but we're getting really, really low on cards. I've got only 5 left, so... I'm gonna be digging for my equip. I didn't write it down, so I don't think it happened. That's usually how I gauge. I don't remember if I did my equip or not. I probably didn't because it looks like it's right there. That's 3 cards. That should be... Is that fine?
How many...
This is fine.
How many do you have in your deck of the Dragon Treasures?
I have 2, so we're good now for sure. But I've got this last effective attack, and then I have to use Raigeki. So I think I'm gonna save that, but I'll do just one more swing. All right, play your last pathetic card, Pegasus. We should be good, but I'm just gonna do 1 more fusion just in case. If I am
My
not
deck
good,
has no pathetic cards, Yugi boy.
that was really good. Can we please get some donations in so that we can get started do more Pegasus impressions? Because I want to hear more of that.
I
But
feel like
know
I
that
need
they
to
will
like
not do it.
dial in Pegasus more, but I think Pegasus is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I feel like whether it's a quote from the actual show, or I would put it out as an official challenge that if you're able to come up with a quote from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged that we are actually able to read on stream, please put it in your dono message.
Yeah,
I
I can-
challenge you.
Hey. If anyone is a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, that is 100% fine to read as a comment. Just saying.
Card games on motorcycles.
Card games on motorcycles.
Card games on motorcycles. Yeah.
I got in trouble so this is Star Lore time. I got in trouble at a con because I started shouting card games on motorcycles, and a bunch of people did too. And then people crowded in an area in front of like an exit, and like a fire marshal was like, "You're causing a scene, you need to leave."
Wow, that's wild. Dear, I did not know that. I didn't know I was
Hey, so
inviting a
if you
rebel
were-
on
if-
my couch.
If you were
5, 6,
stuck in
7.
the Pittsburgh Convention Center, and unable to get at the fire escape, even though there were no fires, just say, I apologize.
All right, so at this point, we have all the megamorphs that we need. I'm just gonna be a little greedy, and see if I can also get. How am I gonna do this? See if I can also get some more widespread ruins. Widespread ruin is the best trap in the game. It basically stops an incoming attack from your opponent. Oh, nice. That's awesome. It stops an incoming attack from pretty much any monster, regardless of its power level. So it could be like a 1200 attack point baby dragon, or it could be a 4500 attack Blue Eyes Ultimate White Dragon, and I would be able to stop it, which is pretty cool, and destroy it. Let's see. So what I'm up to now is we have come back to Isis so that we can try to get a BCD off of her, and luckily BCDs don't really require anything super intricate like our Atex did. All I really need to do is do at least 5 fusions, and I need to have my cards at about less than 27 is the safest range if you want to guarantee that B rank. And I mean, as much as we like seeing the S's and the A's, getting B ranks for a lot of our duelists is actually the better option. For example, earlier for Rex, even though my deck was already far better than his, if you get an SA POW rank on him, just checking out the... Okay, sweet. We got another widespread. I'm going to do this again because I would really like to have 3. If you BCD Rex, you have an opportunity to get a card called Beast Fangs, which is a card that works on monsters that have mouths with teeth. They have to have teeth. It's crazy, I know. But like we were talking about with fusions earlier about how like if you have like a rock and a woman together, it makes a rock woman. You know? You just have to think about it.
Yeah, I'm following you. Yeah. It's not a beast type creature, but it's a beast with fangs. It's like kunai with chain, only it's a beast with fangs.
Yeah, the biggest thing is that it's gonna feel really, really weird if you don't have like prior knowledge of the cards that you want to make. That's just the truth. So when you've played this as a kid and you're accidentally making these fusions, and you're learning, if I combine a beast with fire, it makes a fire tiger every time. But what is this? This beast and this fire did not make a fire tiger. I wonder why that is. And it really has to do with like the pictures on the card. So there are just so many little intricacies to this game that I've loved learning since watching my friends run this game. They're the ones that inspired me to do this. My friends like to run hundo of this game, which is insanity.
That's scary. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if you want to see how crazy that is, get on speedrun.com right now and check out the hundo category in the category extensions. It takes a lot longer than you might think. So I would sit and learn, and I'd ask questions, just because I just found this game so interesting. But the pictures on the cards and big number go boom is really the best way to explain how this game likes to operate. I'm gonna go ahead and check what my drops were. See if we got another... We did not get another widespread, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that again. Hopefully this next duel will be the duel where I get my final one, and then we can move on to the second half of the game, which, even though it's the most grueling part of it, it's the most fun to me, really. Alright.
Yeah, your final gauntlet scares me. Again, like everything about this run scares me. I play a different card game, and there is no like fail state in the one I play. So yeah, it's a lot more scary what you're doing, but I love the RNG of this is what makes it interesting. As another card game runner, because that's what kind of keeps you coming back. You never know what's going to be thrown out, how you're going to have to react. It's It's a ton of fun. And again, this is why I say this is like an A tier speed game to watch, just because things move so fast and you see the runners reacting and like modifying their deck. It's just, I don't know. I could watch this all day, and School's seen me lurk in her
I
streams many
have,
times.
yes. And thank you for doing that and for attempting to learn like the things that it's funny because my chat, you know, they'll sit and lurk and watch me play this game for hours and hours and hours and hours, but some of them will be like, what's going on? All right, we did get our last widespread. That's awesome. So
Nice.
we are going to go ahead and move on to the rest of the campaign. I'm going to go ahead and leave this shop, and I still have plenty left to tell you about the game, don't you worry. But there's a small cutscene where this guy tells me things. So, Phazon, if you've got any other things to add, this would be a great time.
Well, I can jump in and mention that we have a $20 donation from someone I've never heard of. It looks like it says Starwind X9.
Oh.
I'm not sure
I've never
who
heard of that
is,
person.
but very generous donation, and actually I believe that was our first donation towards the Desert Palace IL showcase for our Link Between Worlds run tomorrow.
Listen, I love a comeback. Everybody loves an underdog.
I know
we
I
all
do.
It's true.
All right, so thank you, Phazon. I think at this point, I was trying to keep the women in my deck for as long as possible. I have to say goodbye to them now. I don't want to, but it is the reality of our situation. Let me check
It's okay.
this out.
They gave us all the power we need.
They did. Now, excuse me, I am trying to check out to make sure my deck is prepared for this. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Okay. I think we have... Let's get some more thunders in there so that we have more of an even ratio. And then I don't have any more thunders to put in, actually. That's okay. We can just keep putting in dragons. It's not that big of a deal. But I am going to put a field in my deck. So now these mages are kind of funny because they all of them have like an element that they're tied to. So for the ocean mages,
Almost like a guardian sign.
Yeah, exactly.
But not quite a guardian sign.
Well, that ties in really well with like what all of this is in the way of, if I've got Umi on the field, I would guess that they're going to play a bunch of Neptune monsters. So some of the things that that I'm thinking about are Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon is a Pluto monster primarily. The primary guardian sign is always going to somewhat match up to like the element that you think that monster is tied to. So for example, like Dragon Zombie is a zombie. That's not rocket science. And then we've got like Thunder Dragon. Thunder Dragon is primarily a thunder monster. But there's a secondary sign as well that you'll see me utilize a lot. And that's really because boosting my my attack strength really isn't going to be doing me any good here, even though it's fun to see big number go even higher. But it just wastes time because each time you have a guardian sign advantage or disadvantage, there's a couple seconds where you see that boost animation. And I'll point it out the next time that it happens. You've probably already seen it multiple times already, but
yeah, because you have your base stats of the card, and then it goes up after the card is revealed, and you're doing the comparison for the attack.
Yep, that's exactly right at the damage step. So maybe I'll do it for fun.
He's saying it much more succinct than me. I don't remember all the phases and steps.
Well,
and I'm the person that like doesn't want to put like I always have to turn off when I'm playing like a Yu-Gi-Oh game. It's like, okay, like don't remind me at every step Would you like to play a card or something?
Yeah.
Would you like to activate your trap card? It's your opponent's main phase. Would you like to activate it is now their draw phase. Would you like to your trap now? I'm like, no.
Yeah, as a card game player of different TCGs, I completely understand what you're talking about. Luckily, with the TCGs that I played today, my first TCG ever was Yu-Gi-Oh, and I think it's probably the same for a lot of you out there. But my second TCG after that was Digimon, the 2020 version of the Digimon TCG, and it was really hard to learn because it was so different from the fundamentals of Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, the fundamental of Yu-Gi-Oh is when you're, declaring an attack, you keep it up, right? But if I turn my card to the side, that just means it's in defense mode. So turning my cards sideways to declare attacks was very weird.
You're tapping your card.
What is that?
That was me. I started with I started with Magic the Gathering, and you would turn your card to defense when you were tapping your cards, because you had to tap all of your mana when you're using them.
Exactly. And that's the way that Digimon was as well, where if you are declaring, and I did not play Magic until literally probably last week, and that is also different from like the TCGs that I'm familiar with. But Yu-Gi-Oh's, well, that's weird, graphical thing. I've never seen that before, like ever. So I don't know why that happened just now.
There's been a couple. I just assume it's something with the. You're good.
Yeah, it should be good. Let's see. So we got Thunder Dragon. I'm gonna put that in my deck and take out a small dragon. We have these things.
Are we still trying to work towards our twin-headed, or are you working up to anything larger?
Basically, at this point, I've got a lot of great stuff going on in my deck. Like, it's awesome. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I'm now kind of just replacing tier 1 dragons with tier 2 dragons. And we can talk a little bit about what that means. So a tier 1 dragon is a dragon that has 1,500 or less attack points. And we call them tier 1 dragons because essentially it means that we need that dragon plus some other element and a thunder to create twin-headed thunder dragon. It's too small to automatically upgrade itself to twin-headed thunder dragon. So what we need to do is combine it with something else, like an aqua, to make like a serpent card. You've probably seen that one a lot. It's called Spikecedra. I played that one quite a few times, especially while A-teching. But a tier 2 dragon is anything that's 1,600 attack points and above. And that just means that you only need 2 cards to fuse Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon instead of 3 or more. Alright.
And we are no longer trying to get our 15 fusions, so...
No, we
want it to be quicker.
We are just
we want it to be
plowing through. Yeah, exactly. We were just plowing through. I was hoping for this duel that I would get a specific rank. I knew I wasn't going to get it, but that's okay. I just wanted to play it totally safe. There are a couple of mages, that one included, the one that I just dueled, where if you get an SA POW, you can, you have the opportunity to get one of the best drops in the game, and that would be a Meteor Black Dragon. Yeah, exactly. We're going to come up on another
I'm not reading
mage.
your notes.
That's what they're there for, you know? I mean, they're there for me, too. At this point, I feel like I don't know how much of this you could actually do blindfolded. Like, you just have to literally go off of the heart of the cards, probably, to make it happen, but...
Well, first of all, everyone put their hands in. I got a Sharpie. I'm going to draw a smiley face. And everyone's going to go, oh, it was a smiley face. Because I very much thought it was like kanji or something when they did that in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Is that Miku Gritty in this chat? That's awesome.
Well, it looks like we are getting close to a milestone, so...
We are only $149 away from $3,000 on day one. We have already surpassed our initial donation goal, which was to break I believe the 2,600-ish mark, which was the donation, which was the total number of donations hit by the very first RAF event. So we have already in one day surpassed the entire first RAF event with donations.
Wow.
And we're very close to surpassing the next one. So that is very, very wonderful. I also have a question here for you, School or Star, or whoever is able to explain this to us.
Yeah.
But from watching your run yesterday and watching it now, can you explain a little bit to us clueless people about like what the parameters for getting an SA POW are, right? Because we see the A rank, we see the POW on screen, but like what exactly are you doing differently from match to match besides just winning quickly to do it?
Yeah, I can talk about that. That's not a problem. So, an SA POW is probably one of the easier things that you can get if you just fuse a lot of stuff really quickly, but it essentially means that you are using like a minimal amount of cards to defeat your opponent. So if I'm looking for an SA POW, I am trying to just fuse 2 cards if possible and keep my deck count above 28 so that it really showed the game, that I stomped this kid. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, you're basically steamrolling the AI at this point.
Which
Yes.
you seem to do most of these battles. It's like 1 twin-headed Thunder Dragon, 2 twin-headed Thunder Dragon, and then the battle's over.
Yes, and I will tell you that is not always the case. I got really roughed up yesterday, I'm not gonna lie. Like, my luck yesterday was pretty bad with a mage that is coming up pretty shortly here. But right now...
I believe I remember that one vividly.
Were you there for that one when the Meadow Mage was just kicking my butt?
I remember a lot of Gate Guardians coming out all at once.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's when I start really getting scared. I don't feel terrified until we start getting I can't really do anything here. What is this? It's Raigeki. May I just use it? I'll just use it. I don't really start getting scared until I get to Forest and Meadow, which that is the next mage that we're going to see. The first 2 mages that we fought with Ocean and Mountain are very easy for us, so I don't have to even worry about saving or anything, just because the fields that they use work in tandem with the cards that we play, so we don't even have to worry about playing our own fields. But now I'm at Desert, where the field does not benefit me, and I need to rely more on my equips to get some bigger stuff out there. But the Desert mages, just in general, don't have anything that scares me. Aside from the guy that I'm fighting right now, he has a bunch of cards that have 3,500 defense with this field advantage, and it can be difficult to get over sometimes, but thankfully we had our equips ready to go, and we were able to stomp him. But as far as, like, just now I got a C-POW, basically just means I just used brute force. I kept attacking my opponents with my monsters, and that's about all I did. Versus if you're trying to get a technical win with a BCD or an SA, means that we're using a lot more of our arsenal just to kind of style on them. So I'm going to do something funny. We're using magic cards, we're using a bunch of equips, we're using our traps to bait out attacks, so that's the biggest difference, I would say. SA techs require lots of different mechanics throughout that duel to fulfill, but they are well worth it just because the card pool is the best that you can have in the entirety of the game.
And that's why we had the farm earlier.
Yes, it is. What do I do with this? I'm gonna put this there. And we're gonna go a little crazy. So I said earlier that I was gonna do something a little funny. I played a field card to change the field from desert to ocean. Not just to
Because the
benefit me.
desert would have boosted the labyrinth wall, right?
Yeah, that's right, and it makes it 3,500 defense, which I don't want to deal with that. I'll be real with you. I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, trying to get over that number is not an easy one.
It's not. I need 3 equips to do that, but luckily I again, all of my equips just kind of showed up. I promise that is not the case all the time. I had several duels yesterday where
It's 3 cards in a 40 card deck. That is very impressive.
Yeah, I know. But they just they don't show up sometimes. But every card that I want to show, it's like it's reading my mind. It knows what I want.
It's the heart of the cards.
Oh my god. Am I the protagonist?
You are the protagonist of this run. Yes, I can confirm this.
Oh, I forgot.
Because
Well,
I'm
we
here,
don't
I'm
know,
here as
'cause-
comedic relief and to potentially get kidnapped. But I'm going to have like one episode where I finally win a duel and everyone's going to feel really good about it.
All right, what we are up to now is I forgot to do this the last 2 days that I was doing practice attempts. I did not forget to do it this time, but I did a safety save because now these mages that I'm about to encounter, not so much the first ones, but the second ones, the high mages, they hurt.
This is when they're throwing out the Gate Guardians.
Yeah, they're gonna start throwing out the gate guardian. Well, in this case, in Forest, we're probably going
Perfectly
to
Ultimate
see
Great Moth.
exactly perfectly ultimate great moth, or we also just call him Pug'em.
Hug 'em.
I like Pug'em.
It took me so long to like put that together. Because like I hear people say Pug 'em and I'm like, okay, yeah. And then I like read your notes and I was like, Pug 'em.
Did I say what that meant? What is this? This is so strange.
No, I just put 2 and 2 together when I read Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth.
Yeah,
And
I'm
our,
glad
like,
I'm glad it makes
Weevil,
sense.
God, yeah, because that's like straight up Duel's Kingdom Weevil.
Yeah. These in this duel, or really for like every duel, I'm also thinking about what Guardian Star to put my cards in. I don't have a lot of fears here in particular, but I am going to be placing my twin-headed mostly in Moon from now on until we get to Seto, just because, again, I don't know how to really relate the Pokemon type thing to like Sun and Moon and Mercury and Venus and all that stuff, but I can really just tell you that Sun beats Moon, and it's gonna hurt if I put Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon in Moon. It's a mistake I've made in the past for sure. I think we all have, but I'm gonna have to say some affirmations or something when we get there that I will
When you moon, when you mean to Sun, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yes, a very bad time. A very bad time, but we're having a good time right now. We'll see how I can't remember what this guy's name is. I think it's a Tenza. We'll see how he decides to approach this duel. I'm a little nervous, but I think we'll be okay. Ooh. Okay. I don't see a dragon, so I'm just gonna toss stuff out that I don't think I need and hope that I get some stuff to fuse twin-headed. But we should be potentially okay. That's Great Moth, so this is not the hardest difficulty that this duel could be, thankfully, and we're in this. I'm gonna give it the extra equip though, just to be absolutely sure that if Pug'em does come out, because Pug'em still has a shot to do that, that we're gonna be able to get over it. I've seen Pug'em at like 5,000 attack points before. The duel really can change at any time if I make a mistake and allow a card to be left on their side of the field. They'll just start going crazy.
Yeah, and Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth is a base 4,000 attack. So that's before you consider any equips or traps and the field advantage, with, I assume, it being a forest field would give it, you know, what, is it like a 500?
Yes.
Bonus? Like, so you can see how that quickly that scales.
Oh yeah. Everything in this game that gives you a bonus is pretty much 500 attack and defense points. The only exception to that is Megamorph, where it's not doing, you know, as we talked about, it's not going to be the same effect that the actual Yu-Gi-Oh cards are. We do have some other staples that people have used in their decks probably that you built when you were kids, like Acts of Despair. Acts of Despair in this case, I don't know what the description of the card says in this game, but I think that the real life description is something like adds 1,000 attack and maybe defense to your monster, and you can, when your monster is destroyed, I think you can pay 1,000 life points to put it back to the top of your deck. But we just completely ignore that in this game, and it just gives 500 attack and defense to, I think it's probably warriors, I would guess.
Warrior Beast, if I remember.
Sure, I don't remember.
Well, I guess it's not following the rules, so never mind. I'm like,
yes, and if anyone wants to check out the cards that are in this game or like the descriptions of them, some of them are kind of funny. You can go to Pocket Duelist, and then dot something. I can't remember what the dot part is. But we're doing pretty well so far. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, while we are talking about field cards, do we have a moment when I could mention some dungeons in Hyrule Field tomorrow?
Yeah, I love talking about Zelda.
Well, for those of you who were not aware, we still have a poll open for Mini 352's Link Between Worlds run tomorrow morning, which is a 100% IL showcase featuring one of 3 dungeons. Unfortunately, we don't have a Meadow dungeon and we don't have an Umi dungeon, but what we do have is Swamp Palace, Ice Ruins, and Desert Palace. So any donations you put in from now until, I believe, the start of Mini's run tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern will go towards, can go towards one of those 3 options. Right now, Swamp Palace is winning by only $5, so just a $5 donation could tie for Ice Ruins or Desert Palace to come back here, and a $10 donation could beat that. So besides that, remember to put in your $15 donations for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bullet card journals tonight, because that
I was about
incentive,
to say,
that incentive closes at the end of this run, so you have maybe about an hour left to get those donations in for those cards. And school's working with 40 card decks here. Like, this journal has an entire 40 card deck in it, so that could be what you need to get yourself off the ground and start playing some Yu-Gi-Oh!
So if you win the prize, you are then required to bet however many star chips you have and challenge school with that as a pre-con. You cannot edit that deck in any way whatsoever. I do not care if it's legal or not. And then we'll see who comes out with the number of star chips.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I'd be scared of going up against school in any kind of TCG format.
No, come on. Stop. You're making me smile.
If we do have another sec here, we do have a couple donations.
Let's do it.
Wait, Phazon, hold on. Can I set you up real quick?
Oh, do what you need to do, Star.
Screw the rules. I have donations.
Oh, that's awesome. I needed that. Forgot about that.
Well,
anyways,
then,
that was your...
The last thing I wanted to mention is that we have surpassed have we surpassed 300? No, we haven't. We are $49 away from surpassing $3,000.
Chat, let's do this.
We are about $500 away from surpassing all of the money raised at Rejects and Friends Sub-Zero 2023. So with that in mind, we had a $15 donation that was from some random person named phazontunic who wanted the card journals. And then beyond that, we have an amazingly generous $100 donation.
Let's go.
From the one, the only Talib Cordy.
Yo!
Who says, Avery won yay. So can we get some Avery won yays in chat if you are also a fellow Avery won yay appreciator for that emote?
That's
thank
my favorite.
you so much, Talib.
I think anyone can appreciate that emote.
Tally knows. He knows. All right, so that was the scariest duel, and it just happened. He didn't play any Gate Guardian, so I guess I'm not gonna knock on any wood. Whatever happens, happens. But I guess all of my
I
bad
thought
luck was at the beginning of the game, and now I'm just gonna win at this point potentially. So you are very quickly running out of time to get your donations in.
this is now officially a race.
It is. You are racing me. I think I'm gonna try to do some little silly thing where we're gonna try to farm for an MBD or two, just so that I feel extra comfy with the final 7. We'll see if I can get it. There are 2 mages, like we talked about earlier, that if you SA POW them, if you beat them really fast with big number, then you can have the chance at being awarded a Meteor Black Dragon. But here's the catch. Meteor Black Dragon has the exact same drop rate as a tree named Trent that I don't want to see in my drops. So if I see Trent, just know that minuscule chance of getting MBD, it's the same chance.
It's wasted.
It was
Wasted.
wasted. Exactly. So, no Trents.
I was just gonna say, if you were fighting both labyrinth walls and gate guardians, I assume that was the part of the run where I was supposed to like tag with you, because then we have to then fight the 2 guardians who one is like lying, one's always telling the truth or something.
I can't
I really
remember the
forget how
twist
that
of that
part goes.
episode. What was it? They were like both lying, right?
I don't
Oh!
remember. I was literally saying that I didn't remember.
Oh!
Yo, did we do it? Yo,
I
did we
think-
do it?
I think we got maybe 1, or if something is really crazy, I think we got 2. I think we got 1. We got 1. Okay, that's pretty awesome. So
That's
I'm gonna.
still
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that is crazy. Did I get a Trent as well? I wonder. Let me see. I'm gonna get rid of 2. I'm gonna get rid of the small tier 1 dragons so that we can try to look for our big ones. But other than that, yeah, we have our first MBD. I'm gonna try to get at least like 1 more, but at this point,
And that's just a straight up card in your deck. You're not even having to fuse for it or tribute for it.
exactly. I just play it. I just play a 3,500 attack
that's-
point monster
this
on the
is- this
field.
is-
Deal with it.
This is where this game just has numbers that go burr, because you are just throwing out, like a 3,500.
I love the burr.
Just go. Also, folks are looking for, if you follow the Venn diagram of being way into like random numbers in Yu-Gi-Oh, and you have not seen Adef's video explaining the odds of Yugi drawing all 5 pieces of Exodia against Kaiba in the opening of Yu-Gi-Oh, please watch that. It is so
funny.
good.
All right, and it's only taken us a couple of turns to beat Low Meadow Mage, and we'll see if we can get another MBD. I'll try maybe like 5 duels potentially. Wow, dude. I got another one. I saw it. I can tell because it's a long name. So we have 2 now. I think
Like the text is flashing very barely at the bottom of the screen, right?
yes it is. I can see.
I was like, you're going so fast. I'm like barely able to catch.
Yeah, I'm really just holding right on my D-pad and letting them scroll. Oh my goodness gracious. This
What an opener! You have 2 in your hand to start.
That's good.
That's mean.
That's very good.
That's the stop. They're already dead meme right there.
You're right, but we unfortunately need to do this. There's that guardian sign advantage. I don't really want that, but truth be told, because I was so excited to see 2 MBDs in my hand, I was not paying attention to the guardian sign, but I should have known. Are you... Okay. Low Meadow does not know how to play the game because he just left himself open for 2 attacks from a 3,500 attack monster, and he has 4,500 attack points, or life points left, so he just...
That feels like an easy essay, pal.
He just took the L. I'm emoting right now.
Let's go.
And I don't see another MBD. That's okay. We'll do another one. Let's do another one.
That one was so fast. That's like a freebie.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I did get another tier 2 dragon that I'd like to place in my deck, but I'm just gonna maybe opt to do that after this duel. So my most, like, the most optimal way that I can do this is hoping that Meadow Mage plays the Meadow Field spell right away, because then I can just have direct attacks, but he didn't do that this time. That's okay, though. Luckily, I have a tier 2 dragon and a thunder, so I can make twin-headed with one less card. That's going to help support the... What is this? That's going to help support being able to get that SA POW, because I just have to fuse less things, and there's more cards left in my deck. We'll see how he responds. He's trying. That's sweet, but he needs to stop. Alright, and with this, we're going to be able to beat him in check again. And maybe this time you can give yourself a little, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Eye exam. We're going to scroll through this together.
Yeah, I was like, I've been
CMBD.
trying to do this every time. And I'm like, it goes too fast.
You see it?
Oh, yeah, there was one.
There was a
saw
meteor
one.
dragon, but there wasn't a meteor bee dragon, unfortunately.
Oh.
Let's see. I'm going to keep getting rid of smaller dragons to put in bigger ones. I did see a metal dragon. I can't remember where the metals are. I think they're lower. Navigating this when you have so many cards at this point is a lot. Okay. We're going to get rid of Wicked. And now we have a deck mostly full of tier 2 dragons. That's going to make fusing a lot easier for us. This is good. Very good. But even though we have so many dragons, we didn't see any of them in our opening hand. So this is probably not going to be, unfortunately, an SA.
You had to get a little, like, karmic balance after drawing two
Yeah,
minions.
I get it. I
They
understand.
don't
But
want it
still, come on.
Again, this is a 2 in 40 chance. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Luck is on our
I guess
side right
slightly
now.
more because you're drawing more. I don't know. That's still, you got some A+ heart of the cards going on here.
I
Immediately as
do.
you say, you're like, oh, I have nothing going on, and then you're like right back in it.
We are,
gotta, like,
and
go-
all we gotta do is swing here, and then we're gonna swing directly at life. I'm trying to speak in Magic terms. I know there's a lot of
I
Magic players
attack
out
your
there.
life points directly.
Mind Crush.
No.
Phazon, did you have any additional messages for us?
Oh no, I was just gonna make a stupid joke.
I mean, you're more
That's
than
not
welcome
what
to.
I've been doing this whole time. Welcome, play in the space with us.
Okay, we got this happening. We got this happening. Mind Crush. I find that so funny. I did not know that in the Japanese dub that Yugi was crushing their minds. Because I think in English, how does he say it? He's like,
He's gonna banish
open
you
your
to the shower.
mind, and then he just like,
Oh yeah, yes.
he just holds out his hand, and then
He's like-
Kaiba gets.
Yeah, because he's like, well, Kaiba, I'm gonna teach you how to give up your selfish ways. Open your mind.
Was he
And
trying to
then
kill
instead,
him?
You know, mind crush. Yeah.
Was he trying to kill him?
I mean,
Yeah.
again, if you watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0, the Pharaoh was trying to kill most people.
Season 0 was such a treat in the abridged, with green-haired Kaiba. Metal Dragon.
Like, if you want to talk about, like, best Yu-Gi-Oh! Moments ever, it is the, was the game of, like, Russian roulette that they play while, like, somebody's, like, pouring alcohol and somebody has a lighter.
They what?
It's like, okay, if you have you not seen that?
No.
That's a season 0 thing. Yes. So if you've actually watched or read the, like, manga or watched the anime, like, before it became Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's like a series of, like, you know, the Pharaoh is doing his little evil games every single time, and it's a random game based off of like whatever is occurring. Because there's like somebody who wants to like buy a fancy watch, and
Hmm.
he tortures them with a pendulum.
Oh, I do know
But yes,
this.
so there's a person on the train, like they're like on a train, and they're like, the game is you can only use one finger. So the person with the gun is like, I'm going to use my trigger finger. And then the thing is that I think it's Yami has the lighter, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to use the lighter. And then
Wow.
he stops time like mid pour of. So it's like you have to make your decision quickly because this alcohol is pouring out. Again, season 0 is a trip.
It is.
And then eventually they're like, oh, this card game is really popular, and then it's like full-blown reset.
All right, so I'm not entirely sure if this is going to be an SA POW. I did use a bunch of equips and another magic card. Oh, it was. This is
POW?
good. All right. So I'm not
I
seeing...
definitely.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't see.
Oh no, I definitely chuckled a little bit when I saw that first hand with the 5 equips and the 1 penguin. I was like, well.
But we made it happen, and that's what matters. And I've got some other good stuff that I kind of want to put in, but I don't have quite the room for it. But that's not a bad problem to have. I have a lot of good stuff happening in my deck. I'm just looking for one more MBD. I'm being very, very greedy, but I think we have the time to do that.
I was gonna say you're on good pace, and you've been moving through these duels.
Yeah, so once we are finished with trying to get 3 MBDs, we're gonna try to beat the final 7, and that can take anywhere between like 20 plus minutes. So that's about, I would say, depending on when I get this MBD, that's about how much time you have left to donate, given, again, that I actually beat it the first try. That's not something that usually happens in a typical run, but with the stuff that we have, it's not impossible at all. But it's also not impossible for us to lose, even with all the really good stuff that we have, just because of the way that specifically... just because of the way specifically that the final 4 duelists in particular work, and we'll talk more about them when we get there. It's wild, but just know, as a little spoiler, that the game literally cheats. It is cheating, and it does not want you to win.
And then essentially you are required to win back to back to back. There is no save points in between. It is a final gauntlet for a reason.
Yes. It's pretty brutal, but I think we'll be able to manage
it. Chalk this up to like reason number 5 I'm scared to run this game. Is that final gauntlet. Like when I run Shadowverse, if I lose in the Bronze Cup, I just rematch. Like I don't have to save and load. I can just rematch directly out of a loss.
All right,
and
there
like
it
my
is.
PB is still like 2 losses.
What do you think it would be if you had no losses? Do you have like an estimate?
Yes, I have like a best possible time, which is like a 140 something, which is still not like, I think world record's like a 134.
Sure.
I haven't ran it in ages.
All right, we did get a 3rd MBD, so we are set to go for the final 7. You guys are going to have to start getting your donations in quickly if you intended to donate tonight. Otherwise, you have the rest of RAF to do it, but I would love to see, again, even more donations toward just telling us what your favorite cards are. Maybe your experience playing this game. Did you ever finish it? If you did, how did you do that?
I've never finished it. I think I rented this once and was very confused with many other Yu-Gi-Oh games that don't follow the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh. But yes, I don't know if I ever beat the World Tournament.
I don't even think I got to the World Tournament. I didn't know how to do it.
You got stuck in Egypt?
I was stuck in Egypt, and the place where you do like saving and stuff is called the card shop. So I was like, how do I buy more cards? That was the most
Okay.
confusing thing to me as a kid.
I can
Okay.
see that.
All right. Ooh-hoo-hoo. This is awesome. So, we are now in the final 7, the gauntlet of duelists that I cannot save for between each duel. You're going to be seeing a lot of monsters that look like that. 3750 Gate Guardian just right off the bat. And luckily, I had that MBD. That's why we farmed for him. Because he's got 2 Guardian signs that are pretty helpful. He's got Mars, and more importantly, he has Sun. And that can jump over the Gate Guardian, whose base attack is 3750, right? But because of that Guardian Star advantage with Sun beating Moon, I gain 500 attack points like I'm doing right now, and I can beat it. And this is actually quite hard for a Labyrinth Mage duel. Usually if you beat out the first Gate Guardian, he kind of backs off a little bit. He played 2 copies already, and that card, I can tell from the Guardian sign, is Wall Shadow. So I'm just going to put down any little thing. We're going to swing into Wall Shadow. And we're going to beat Labyrinth Mage. And that probably is going to be an SA POW, I would assume.
That was smooth. That was really clean.
Smooth. And we have an opportunity to get... We didn't get it, but that's okay. We have an opportunity to get a vanilla twin-headed Thunder Dragon just right there from him. Now I've got a series of directions that I have to mash through. It's always the same each time, right, left, right. If I mess this up, then I will have to duel the Labyrinth Mage again, which we don't really want to do. We want to keep going. We want to go fast.
And now Seto's here to kidnap Taya for some reason.
I have no idea what he's doing. I think it has to do with, like, just knowing that my friends mean so much to me, and now he's opening the door for me? What a gentleman. Okay. Now we've got Sebek and Neku. Sebek and Neku, their strongest cards, we'll talk about them the more that, or as we get into them. But for this first duel, I'm not super nervous about it. All we really need is Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon plus an equip, which I don't have, but I do have this. And this is 50 attack points higher than their strongest monster. So I'm going to win, hopefully, no matter what. I can't
I didn't
imagine.
even see you throw a Skull Knight in your deck.
Yes, I threw
Again,
a-
not having to tribute makes such a big difference with like the viability of some of those cards.
Yes, I threw Skull Knight in my deck specifically for Blue Eyes. So I have 4 equips that would work with Skull Knight right now in my deck. I've got Megamorph, which works with any monster, and I also have Bright Castle, which works with any monster. The issue is that cards like... Who is this? It's probably Wall Shadow. It's not. It was worse. The cards like Dragon Treasure, as the name suggests, right, works only with dragon-type monsters, but there are 2 different kinds of equips in my deck that work with anything. So I'm hoping that if Blue Eyes does come around, that I can boost up my Skull Knight to beat him. We'll
And it's just
see.
another card that you can play directly with a decent like floor for attack power.
Yeah, 3150 automatically beats that. Baby Blue Eyes is what we call, or Baby Blue.
Baby Blue Eyes.
Just
More
little
like
Baby Blue.
not so ultimate dragon.
Exactly. 100%. But we also like it because its primary guardian star is Mercury. Mercury beats Sun. I still need to figure out a way to explain that in Pokemon terms. I guess in Digimon terms, we have light and dark, but those are both weak to each other. So that
I was
doesn't
gonna
quite
say I'm
fit.
used to like an element wheel, and then light and dark are usually like weak to
Mhm.
each other, and a traditional like element wheel.
Okay. All right, we're okay.
But I was also you were talking about Mercury, and all I could think was like, my favorite Sailor Scout.
Yeah, whenever I think about Mercury, there's only one thing that pops into my head now, and it's the Witch for Mercury, which is a a Gundam show, but strongest card that we have for this duel, I believe, is just a 3100. A 3100. Who is it? Oh no, I'm sorry. It's 3150. It's Skull Knight here, but we are luckily able to find our equips, and make our twin-headed, just as we've been doing for the last hour and some change. I'm not sure what the time is at the moment, but it feels like it's been at least an hour and a half by now.
You're at just a little under 150.
Oh, really? That's pretty good for all the extra farming that we did. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I've been leaning in with all of this because you've been doing absolutely excellent pace.
I just see in the chat now that we're $49 away from 3K Phazon.
Yo, who wants to
Yes,
throw in a
we
$50?
are. We have been there for a minute. I mentioned that a little bit earlier, but I'm just gonna take this time, if I can have it, to plug our card journals one last time before this final gauntlet here.
Please.
Okay, hold one. I'm gonna interrupt you just for a second because I want to see this number get beat already. But School, if you get through this final 7 duels without losing, I'll throw in $50.
Oh, nice. Okay. Let's do it, Phazon.
Go ahead, Face.
Fantastic. That is very generous of you, Star. And just like I had just mentioned in chat, in addition to being very close to $300, we have 2 incentives. One is an art prize, which is still open. Y'all have heard me talk about this. The Yu-Gi-Oh card bullet journals. Beautiful, beautiful bound journals. Oh, the Harpy Feathers Duster, I see. And in addition to those journals, we still have our poll open for the Dungeon IL showcase tomorrow, which is still within $5 of any of the 3 dungeons being able to beat this. So please, now is the time. Check out those incentives, check out the schedule to see pictures, and get your donations in, because School is kicking too much butt here. The run might be over before you know it.
I was gonna say that equip. It's just like perfect timing. I was like, are you gonna have to Raigeki this?
Guys, I'm not
Sorry,
gonna lie.
I'm like on the edge of my seat here.
While Phazon was speaking, I was about to say out loud, I don't feel so good, because it was looking pretty ugly for a turn or two there, but we're okay, maybe. Haishin is really unique because the last 4 duelists that you face cheat in the way of, right now he's got 5 cards in his hand, but really he actually has access to 20 or more cards in his hand right now. So he has full access to like anything he wants, basically, to, if I present a problem, he is going to take care of it. Luckily I have 3 MBDs in my deck that we farmed for, and we're still doing really good on time. He's cheating. He is cheating. He can also see every single card in my hand and on the field, regardless if it's face up or face down. But luckily we were able to...
That was ridiculous. I don't know if people were like watching that. I don't know how to I couldn't breathe for quite a minute there.
Yeah.
That's my face right there.
I felt a little lightheaded, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's because my nose was bleeding, I don't know. I'm fine. Everything's okay. Except now we are at Seto 3rd. Seto 3rd
and now he's gonna look at the wall.
Yes, he's showing us the wall and something is happening. Basically, we opened up the basement and there's a guy in a coffin, and that's it for now. You'll learn more about that in a minute. I'm just gonna double check that I'm not gonna get completely rolled by Kaiba, but Seto 3rd is notoriously the duel that everybody is extremely scared of. Harpy's
is this why you have dragon capture jars, or do you not have dragon capture jars?
I only have 1, so that makes me nervous. I have to focus really hard on my removal.
Okay, I was like... I was
Yeah.
like, Kaiba's usually who you go for the like specific counter
Oh
as far
dear.
as like a build.
Okay. Sorry. Thinking.
No, I'm I'm with you. I'm like,
Okay. I'm fusing this twin-headed just to kind of get cards out of the
it's
way.
like you're baiting
I
an
want...
attack.
I am, and I want more... Oh, is that Gate Guardian? Okay, we're fine. We're good.
Do we just get Seto easy mode?
I can't even explain to you how insane that particular thing that just happened was. Because Kaiba has a 70% chance of playing Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon just outright, which is again a 4500 attack point monster. So the fact that he didn't do that just now is crazy because he has access to like half of his deck right now in his hand. He has everything he needs to stop me, but he just couldn't find it. Which I'm okay with that. That's fine, but unfortunately for everybody else, I will remind you again that we are coming up to potentially the end of the run. I'm not out of the woods yet, though. I've got 2 more duels after this. I'm going to win this one for oh my god. I was so scared. I'm going to win this one for sure, but the next couple I can't... What is that? The next couple I cannot be 100% confident on how that's going to go, but I'm going to be positive and say that I could win it. What are you doing? What is that? Oh! Sorry.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
You
That's
have oh no, you have a widespread and then you have enough quips.
I'm just gonna be crazy. I'm just gonna be a little silly with it.
You're just gonna step on that Blue Eyes Ultimate.
I am, because I can't find anything else to put it on, so I might as well. Bang!
That's mean.
Screw the rules. I have 7 equips.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm dying.
Oh.
The 6,000 attack power.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time doing commentary because I'm just watching this. My mouth is just hanging open.
That's how my mouth is
Again,
when I play every game.
Like, I don't know how you watch this and you're not like, this is a top tier speed game. That is ridiculous.
Something's happening. Betrayal is happening.
It's okay. It's not like that person would then get betrayed later.
Well,
That would
we don't
never
know that.
happen.
We don't know. So
would
Haijin
never
has
happen.
gathered all of the Millennium items so that he can reincarnate. Wait, what's the word for this? Reanimate this dude who I'm told looks like a
yeah.
wrestler, but I don't remember who he looks like. Who is it?
Macho Man Randy Savage. Brother, the cream always rises to the top. And that's how I top deck
Oh
my
my
cards against you.
Does Randy Savage
I'm
have
gonna
like a-
hit you with the Raigekis. I'm gonna hit you with those acid trap holes. You're gonna have no idea what happened to you.
Oh god. I hope I'm a little nervous now, I'm not gonna lie. We are at the last 2 duels and anything can happen at any time. Just like when Seto decided to top deck his Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Luckily I had a solution. Oh god. I'm a little scared.
Can you bait it with the widespread?
We're gonna put that down first. We're gonna see what his power level is, just kind of gauge it. Or he could play... Oh, he's doing a back row? That is Widespread Ruin, I'm almost positive. So I'm just gonna say I don't care about it because I don't... Let's see. I don't care about it. We're gonna do this. And I should be okay? What is that? Oh no, it's Shadow Spell! Alright, well that sucked. I haven't seen Shadow Spell in forever!
I don't think I've ever seen that personally.
Okay, things are a little dangerous now, actually. Like, it's a... Okay, never mind. I don't care anymore.
You just immediately see the MVD and you're like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, we're... Okay. Let me think a little bit. I'm gonna
You
get
have
rid
time.
of some stuff. Fusing that just to kind of bop it out of the way. We're gonna put this in Sun, because I'm pretty sure We could potentially have like a gate guardian that comes toward us. And I'll just swing, but we should be okay. Last minute donations, guys, because the last duel after this should go by pretty quickly if I can take control. Oh my god. I'm gonna do this just because it's funny. The last duel should go by really quickly if things go in my favor, which I don't know if they will, but we'll see. And that is Dark Knight. We got one more duel. Oh my goodness.
You're still sub 2.
That's crazy.
You're at 158.
With
yeah,
all
this
the
is
farming we
ridiculous.
did. This is ridiculous.
Can
I
I-
did. Yeah, please.
Can I ask, is this like close to PB? Like, if this must be.
My PB is a 145, so not
This
quite.
is ridiculous for a
but-
marathon setting, though.
It is because let me see. I'm gonna get rid of these.
Like, the
maybe.
farms went well. We've gone past, like, every reset point. This is...
It's like the complete opposite of the practice runs that you did like the past
I know.
couple days.
I know it's going well. What's the deal? What's all this then? Okay, this is the last duel, and I'm gonna figure out pretty quickly if I'm gonna be able to take control of this. Uh-oh.
I want to see the 3K before I throw in my money, because I have a feeling I'm about to be throwing in my money. But chat, I need to see y'all win first.
We could be here a little while longer. I don't know what he will play, so I'm gonna put this in defense mode. Let's see what the Guardian Star is. It is Sun, so that is okay.
Blaze ultimate 5. Oh.
That's ultimate. So yeah, I could lose. That could happen. He can only play.
Is Dragon Capture only on summon?
I'm sorry?
Is Dragon Capture only on summon, or you can use it right now?
I can use it right now,
think you were
thankfully.
yeah.
I just didn't know if I
But then
wanted
you
to
only
use
had
it.
the one.
Yes, I only had the one. He can only play monster
you didn't
cards.
want to set the widespread ruin?
This, I will put down a widespread, maybe. Oh, we should. Okay, we have taken control back, which is awesome. We've got our 2800 twin-headed thunder dragon, and then we've got our megamorph to jump over it. Thank goodness. That was looking super dicey for a second, but because he doesn't have any back row cards at all, I just can't rely on having a turn to save me. I didn't really need to use this throughout the run, but there is something you can do called just like faking out, where you place a card face down in defense position, and your opponent has like a percentage chance, roughly. I know what it is for each of them, but unfortunately for the final 4 duelists,
You can't psych them out, basically.
They can't. They can see everything. They can see all of your face down cards. But yeah, we should be okay. This will be GG, I'm pretty sure. There isn't anything at this point that I'm worried about because I have a widespread in case there is some jump in attack power, but we're coming up on time pretty soon here. Time is going to be on the results screen. All right, I'm just going to do this because it's fun.
I'm the donation job. I feel like I am about to pay out.
Just $34 from 3,000. See if we can get it there before Star donates, maybe?
All right.
Yeah, y'all need.
And that is time.
I'm
GG.
literally standing up. That is incredible.
Bang!
Oh my
that was
gosh.
awesome. That was really fun for me, just because things were happening in the right way, sometimes in the wrong way, but I had that anime protagonist like shield on me the whole time. It was really good. The plot armor. Thank you, game, for being nice to me today.
Gosh, yeah.
But if I could just have some. Why is it doing that? Those.
You want to ruin the moment?
Man, well, shout outs to the lovely Phazon for being such a great host, to my friends and my community watching and supporting me during today's run, to everyone who donated today to benefit Planned Parenthood, to Miss Variety Pack for inviting me to do this, and of course to Star for hanging out on the couch with me today. But if you want to see more runs from me, you can find me here on Twitch at school_appropriate, where I run this game alongside Digimon and Halo games. But other than that, Star, do you have any shoutouts?
Sure. I'm a bit on a hiatus, so school, first of all, thank you for having me here because I have been kind of away for a while. But you can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv, StarwinX9, and you can also follow me on Blue Sky at starwinx9.bsky.social. For when I might be back to streaming in the future, we shall see. But honestly, I just want to say shout out to the school. That was a ridiculous run, like
Thank you.
unbelievable. And also, you're the first person that has ever asked me to couch for them, and
Aw.
it's a pleasure every single time. So thank you.
Man. Well, I think that's it from us, everyone, but I hope you enjoyed the run. I had a lot of fun doing this today with Phazon and Star. And just make sure to come back tomorrow for more Rapid Fire, and thank you for having us. Phazon?
Wow, well, that was probably the best Forbidden Memories speedrun that I've ever seen. I don't know about anybody else, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone do it better than that. That final 7 was absolutely flawless. I mean, come on. That was really, really impressive. So let's give it up for the amazing School Appropriate and the amazing Starwind X9, who just put in that promised donation of $15.
Yeah, I was gonna say happy
50
3K.
$50, which with the anonymous donation of $15 we had before that puts us over $3,000. So we have now raised $3,016 on day 1
Let's
of Rejects and
go!
Friends Rapid Fire 2026. Thank you all so much for your generous donations to the Planned Parenthood Federation of America. I know that every dollar we give is going to make a huge difference for the lives of people all around. It is worth noting that Star's donation did go for Desert Palace to pull it
I'm
out
here for
ahead
chaos.
for the win for our poll tomorrow. I guess technically the run starts at 8:30, so maybe if anyone wants to donate overnight, they could shift the poll before the run starts a little bit.
Bring it
But
on.
I believe our Yu-Gi-Oh card donation incentive will be ending now. Those cards are beautiful. The book is beautiful. Thank you all again. But I don't have much else to say for you tonight.
Can I
So
say something really quickly?
of
I didn't
course,
think
yeah.
about this earlier. I apologize, and I'll hand it back to you.
Mhm.
But so for everyone out there, um, Planned Parenthood is an important thing to donate towards, and for anyone that doesn't know, they can also provide gender-affirming care. And with that, I will also say trans rights are human rights. Thank you.
So true. I second everything Star just said. And with that, that brings us to the end of day 1. So please tune in tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m., I believe Eastern time, for the amazing Link Between Worlds 100% run by Mini Mini 352. But until then, that is going to be it for me today. Thank you, School. Thank you, Star. And back to you, Variety.